we have high school volleyball action here from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Cardinal, Newman, and Petaluma face off in a game that will be between two of some of the top teams in Sonoma County. Petaluma ranked 8th in the North Coast section, Cardinal Newman 6th. Both teams just trail Windsor by a few rankings, but tonight it's going to be a big matchup here. Welcome you in to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. I'm Hugo Traverso. I'll have the call for you tonight between these two highly competitive teams. Petaluma, the defending Vine Valley Athletic League champions. Cardinal Newman placed 3rd in the North Bay League last year, but they are looking to come back and have a big year this year, and they're poised to do it. Coming off a big week at the An Kang Invitational a couple weeks ago in Hawaii. The Cardinals are 3-7, but that doesn't really show their strength. They are top 20 in the country in strength of schedule after playing Bishop Gorman, Sierra Canyon, Cornerstone Christian, Byron Nelson, you name it. There's a nationally ranked team in the top 20 right there that's played them. And funny enough, the Cardinals probably showed their best outside of that Hawaii Baptist Academy win. They showed their best against the number 2 team in the country in Byron Nelson, losing 20-25 and 19-25. They kept the pressure on the Wildcats, and they did very well. So now, against the Trojans, they're looking to pick up a crucial win. On the other side, Petaluma, led by a trio of seniors, Emma Schwapak, Grace Gutierrez, and Misha Pendleton. Schwapak just recently got her 1,000 career digs, and she's looking to be a big aspect of this win of this team for the Trojans. This would be a huge win for them if they can pull it off. They've beaten Maria Carrillo, Rancho Cotati, Terra Linda, Westmore, Elsie Allen, Lick Wilmerding, and Sonoma Valley. They're 1-1 in league play, with their loss coming to Vintage in straight sets. Their other 2 losses coming to Windsor, who they took a set off, and Homestead, who they lost in a tournament 2-0. They lost Salone Shoup coming into this year. She graduated last year. 367 kills for the team last year. It was a great outside hitter for them. Not here this year, so they're going to have to rely on that trio of seniors that I mentioned. Grace Gutierrez, she and Misha Pendleton have definitely shown to be very, very solid people for this Petaluma Trojans team. Gutierrez, of course, the setter for this Petaluma team. On the other side, the Cardinals, they bring a talented group. They've got Kimmy Wilson, who's going to be their setter, and you got to look out for outside hitter on the near side, Sienna Alvarez. She has been incredible for the Cardinals as of recent. So we'll have action from this game coming up in about 10 minutes. Stay with us. All right, and we're back. We're about 7 minutes from the first serve of the ball game. Cardinal Newman won the JV matchup today. Straight sets. It was a good game for Newman. Definitely working on their depth. There's a lot more depth in this program than last year, and this is still very much a young team while having a ton of seniors. And you look at the lineup. They picked up a huge transfer in Gracie Acosta. She is not yet eligible, but she will be eligible soon, coming over from Maria Carrillo. She's been solid. But they've got a lot of underclassmen. Addie Brockett, Sabina Walsh, she's going to be the libero today. She's going to start, if we're to compare and contrast liberos, Sabina Walsh versus Emma Schwapak, it's the up-and-coming set libero versus the established all-star. Schwapak, as I mentioned, 1,000 digs in her career already. She's been incredible. Heading into a big senior year, she's poised for a big one. Sabina Walsh, she is headed there. She had a solid freshman year for Newman last year, had a great tournament at the Ankang Invitational, and she is someone who I wouldn't be shocked to see 1,000 digs sooner or later for her in her career. But looking around at Newman, a lot of seniors. Estelle Stevens, just looking at the lineup, Estelle Stevens, Morgan Cameron, Gianna Tamayo, El Dada, Summer Binder, Sienna Alvarez, Elizabeth Danley, Jazara Villanueva. They've got a lot. But they also have some new additions. Sophia Martinez, she's looking to be a big part of this team for a long time. Freshman, getting her first varsity reps. Cardinals, they played well in Hawaii. We'll see how they do today against Petaluma. Like I said, let's look at the common opponents, Vintage and Rancho Cotati. Rancho was able to take a set off of Petaluma, but Petaluma took them down 3-1. Cardinals absolutely dominated the Cougars in Rohnert Park earlier this week and are poised heading into this matchup. When I talked to Sienna Alvarez and Kimmy Wilson earlier this week, they talked about how much shade was being thrown at Cardinal Newman by this Petaluma team. There is a lot of competitive discourse, a lot of people, a lot of talking between these two teams, and the Cardinals, they're looking to stay away from the talk and make their play show the evidence. But looking at Newman's big losses, Julia Waller and Nora Gonzalez, they're both in the building tonight, but they are the big losses for the Cardinals. Of course, Waller being one of the greatest Cardinal Newman volleyball players of all time. Unfortunately, did not end up going to play in college. I think she might walk on, but I am unsure. Her sister, Kimmy, is playing beach volleyball for UC Davis. Nora heading to Santa Clara. She is not playing college volleyball, but she was a huge leader on this team last year. Really balanced out well with all the juniors on this team, and a lot of them were really sad to see her and Julia go. But at the same time, it's a new era. It's time for them to take it over and establish themselves on this team. We're working on the sets here, and the outside hitter. The far side hitter is going to be Summer Binder. She's been solid her entire career for the Cardinals. 3-year varsity career. Will be sad to see her go. Kimmy Wilson, of course, the all-star setter for this Cardinal Newman team. She'll be a huge loss to that program. Going to Cal Lutheran, she said she really enjoyed being there, went on one visit and committed immediately. She was offered immediately and committed right on the spot. When she was there, she said she loved the atmosphere, loved the Christian mindset of the school. You know, she really loves being around, Catholic Christian schools. Went to St. Rose, went to Newman, now going to Cal Lutheran. She loves the balance between athletics, academics, and faith. And she's very, very excited to head there. Sienna Alvarez also getting some Division I, D2, D3 looks. Transferred over from Vintage last year for the Cardinals, and in her homecoming was absolutely obliterating the Crushers. When we talked to her, she said she crushed the Crushers, which she did. Vintage, surprisingly, took set 1 in that game, and the Cardinals took the following 3. So anyways, we will step aside and have the opening serve in just about 3 minutes. Well, as we count down to the opening serve now, both coaches meeting with their players. Daryl Kappas, the coach for the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. The coach for Petaluma is Amy Schwapak. So they're just talking it over. Cardinals break the huddle. Cardinal Newman JV team there to cheer them on. So are the Petaluma JV team. They'll meet at center court, shake hands pre-match, and this is something that Newman likes to hammer home is the sportsmanship. You've got to play like a Cardinal, and that means you got to be a sportsman. You got to be a good person to everyone, no matter how they are to you. Golden rule, treat people how you like to be treated. That is hammered home here at Cardinal Newman High School. So both teams enter the huddle, and they break the huddle. So for Petaluma, the front row is going to be on the far side, Nisha Pendleton. The setter will be Grace Gutierrez. Near side hitter will be Lucy Baker. Back row, from left to right, is As they sub people off, they're going to get the libero Schwabach in there. She will be on the far side, followed by Colette Dole. And then I believe that is Maddie Dillis back there. So the Cardinals will open with the serve. It'll be Gianna Tamayo, the senior, to start things off. Back row, Sienna Alvarez and Sabina Walsh. Tamayo's first serve goes far. Dillis hits it back. Set up by Gutierrez. Hammered home, but great stop. Dug out by Sabina Walsh. Sent back over by the Cardinals. This return dug out. There's a hard hit from Emma Donnelly. Dug out by the Trojans. And just forcing it over with the grace of her hand is Misha Pendleton. Gets it to fall in 1-0. Petaluma opens things up. It'll be Emma Schwabach to serve for the Trojans. Her serve is right in the middle. Dug out by Walsh. Set up by Wilson. Binder's hammer does not finish off this one. Blocked. Set up again. And Petaluma again with the little deke. And tapped over, fooling the Cardinal Newman front. Great job there by Lucy Walling, the middle blocker. Here we go. Schwabach again, returned by Tamayo. This one hammered and blocked. But it touched the net, so it will go Cardinal Newman's way. Coming out will be Donnelly. Coming in will be Adeline Brockett. 2-1, Trojans lead. Brockett will serve. The serve. This one to the back row. Dug out. Set up. And that one blocked. Set right back by Cardinal Newman. And they even the score. Lucy Whaling hammered that one, but Summer Binder was right there to block it. Short serve. Trying for the dig is Schwalik, and she can't get it. 3 consecutive points for the Cardinals. And an ace for Adeline Brockett. Brockett sets. And that one is short. So score back even at 3. Coming in for the Trojans will be Tallulah Thatcher. Coming out will be Colette Dole. Gutierrez with the serve. Sends it to the back row. Dug out by Brockett. Set up. And dropping the hammer, but rejected by Lucy Walling. Sienna Alvarez tried to hammer that home, but it is blocked by the large group of Trojans. Gutierrez serves again. This one set up for Alvarez. Oh, what a dig. What a dig by Schwabach. Sent back over by the Trojans. Set up for Binder. She sends it over. There we go. It's set up and hammered home by Misha Pendleton. 5-3 Petaluma. Time is called for Binder to tie her shoe. Gutierrez sends her serve again. That one dug out, set up by Alvarez. And she hammers it home. Alvarez to Wilson. Back to Alvarez. And the Cardinals once again control the serve. Summer Binder comes off, and coming back on will be El Dada, the senior. Here we go. Walsh with the serve. This one hits the roof on the return, and the Trojans can't figure it out. Cardinals even it up again here in the first set. 5-5. Walsh throws it up, and this one short into the front row. Set up by Gutierrez, and Walling can't complete the play. Petaluma has definitely been in system, but the Cardinals, despite being out of system, have taken the lead. 6-5. This one returned. Alvarez sets it to Wilson, who sets it to Alvarez, and Alvarez with a little poke over the net. And Petaluma doesn't know what to do. 7-5 Newman. Walsh will serve again. This one sent long. Returned by Dillis. This one, Thatcher meant to hammer it over the net and just sent it a little short. It'll be Walsh's serve yet again. Sabina Walsh. Sends it over again. Dillis on the back row. Set up for her again. She hammers that one home. Dug out by Tamayo. Over to Alvarez. Good return here by Petaluma. Set up over there, out of system. Kimmy Wilson sets it up again. And Alvarez's spike is just short. Trying for the kill. And doesn't get it. 8-6. Here comes Petaluma. It's Dillis. And great serve. Alvarez cannot return it. Excuse me, that was Pendleton on the serve there. Misha Pendleton serves again. Dug out by Brockett. Set up by Wilson. Alvarez delivers the blow. And the Cardinal Newman bench is on fire after that. 9-7. Coach Capus just telling them to slow things down. Control the game. Newman knows they have quality. Wilson with the serve. Returned by Dillis. This one sent over. Tapped back by Eldada. Set up now for Alvarez. And she, yet again, gets another kill. Sienna Alvarez. Oh, my. I mean, in volleyball, you can say someone's killing it, but she really has been. This one sent long, and now Petaluma is forced to work out of system. Set up by Wilson. Alvarez again. Great job there by Pendleton. This one sent back over. Wilson sets it up for Alvarez. The little push over the top. Petaluma still got it set up now for Dillis, and that one will go into the crowd off of a Cardinal Newman defender. And it'll go right back to Petaluma. Here we go. Serve will be Lucy Walling, the middle blocker. She sends this one far, and it'll go out of bounds. So now it'll be Sienna Alvarez to serve it, and with the way she's been hitting the ball today, this is not going to be one that you're going to forget here if you're on the other end. Alvarez sets it up and hits it over. Dug out there by Walling, and this one sent over and out off of Alvarez on the other side, and Petaluma fighting hard here in the first set. Thatcher comes off, Dole rechecks in, and she will serve yet again. This one over. Alvarez digs it out. This one's set up for Dada, and it'll go out off of a Petaluma defender. It was dug out there by Misha Pendleton, but just out there, and now Dada leaves, and coming back in will be Elizabeth Danley. So Danley will come in to serve. Senior enters, senior exits. Danley sends it far. It's returned here by Schwabach. Set up for Lucy Baker, and she is successful. Finds a blank spot on the court. Petaluma back within one. Danley checks out, and back in goes Dada. Now Dada checks out, and back in goes Sabina Walsh. This served over by Dillis. Set up by Wilson. Returned. Donnelly set it up for Alvarez, but just a bit of miscommunication. And it falls inbounds. Petaluma now within 1. Once again, Maddie Dillis puts it over. Alvarez in the back. She sets it back up. Donnelly, and it's rejected at the line. Gutierrez and Baker. Set up perfectly near side for Donnelly on the attack line, and just rejected by Petaluma. This one's sent long by Dillis. Wilson sets it up. Donnelly, this time she's successful. So Newman retakes the lead 13-12. The Cardinals will send Gianna Tamayo back to serve. Tamayo, Schwabach digs it out, sent over for Baker, and she can't find it. Back to Tamayo, and another Newman serve we go. Cardinals lead it 14-12 here in the first set. Tamayo sends this one long. Once again, dug out by Schwabach. This one hammered home for the point by Petaluma's Misha Pendleton. Cardinal Newman couldn't block it. So now another sub. Baker checks out. Checking back in will be Lucy Walling. Here we go. Schwabach dug out by Tamayo. Set up by Wilson. Rejected at the line. Donnelly again. And this time it's Summer Binder rejecting it at the line for the Cardinals. Sends it right back. And Petaluma couldn't contain it. Donnelly will sub off, and coming in will be Adeline Brockett. Brockett's sister, Gwen, played volleyball a year for 2 years and then changed her sport to cross country, and it was a good change. Ended up going to state. And Brockett now dominating for Newman. Sends it over. Great job by Petaluma to set it back. Set up for Alvarez. And they say that Petaluma touched the net. And it'll be Newman's ball once again. Brockett, the powerful serve, 16-13. Brockett sends it long again. Dillis digs it out. Set up by Gutierrez. Rejected at the line by the Cardinals. And this time it works out for the Trojans. Misha Pendleton sends it cascading off of the Newman blockers and out of bounds. So now it'll be Grace Gutierrez. Gutierrez sets up. She fires. Sienna Alvarez sets it up. Back to Alvarez from Kimmy Wilson. Perfect. Sienna Alvarez hammers it home yet again. Another kill for the senior. Summer Binder checks out. High fives her coaches, including her mom, Elsa, who is a talented volleyball player herself, especially in the sand. Now Sabina Walsh will serve for Newman. Out of system for Petaluma. Dillis sends it over. And Eldada to the back corner. No one is there. Not to compare it to tennis, but that looked like something out of Serena Williams. 18-14, Sabina Walsh will serve again. This one sent back. Set up now and sent long by Misha Pendleton. And now a timeout taken by Petaluma. Newman on an absolute run right now. They have stunned the Trojans. They're on a 7-2 run and just 6 points away from taking set number 1. It is 19-14. We'll be right back. And we're back. Sabina Walsh will serve once again for the Cardinals. Her serve just goes out to the near side, and it will be Petaluma ball. So the timeout does throw the Cardinals run off. It'll go back to Misha Pendleton. She serves. Kimmy Wilson sets it up, and a little layup finger roll from Sienna Alvarez set up again for the Trojans. Dillis can't finish it off as her kill goes right into the net. 20-15. Who will serve for Newman? They're trying to figure that out. I think it's going to be Kimmy Wilson. Wilson on the back line. She serves. This one, a line drive, set up and killed, but out of bounds. That time it was the middle blocker, Lucy Walling, trying to go for a little bit of a slide there. Couldn't get it to fall home. 21-15. Kimmy Wilson sends it over the line. The dive from Schwabach is not in time. And Wilson will serve yet again. Cardinals 3 points out from taking set number 1. Wilson serves again. This time, Gutierrez sets it up for Walling, and the slide works. Petaluma will take back possession. 22-16, the Trojans trail. Here we go, serve coming over from Walling. Cardinals successfully digging out from Kimmy Wilson, and the Cardinals get it back over. Oh my goodness, El Dada. She sent it over and the Trojans were dumbfounded. So now Addie Brockett checks out. Checking back in will be Emma Donnelly. It'll be Sienna Alvarez to serve. She sends it to the back line. Dug out by Pendleton. This time set up for the 15 of Baker. Alvarez set up now by Wilson. Donnelly. Her kill goes right into the net, and now we'll have a sub. It's going to be Tallulah Thatcher coming off and Colette Dole checking in. So 23-17, Dole in to serve. Cardinals have the lead over Petaluma. Dole sends it back line, and it's far. So now it becomes game point, or set point for Newman. Sabina Walsh checks out. So does El Dada. Coming in will be Elizabeth Danley to serve for the point. And Summer Binder to help block. Danley sends this one long. Schwabach sets it up. Gutierrez can't get it. And that is set number 1. The Cardinals take it. 25-17. Newman takes set 1, and we'll take a break here. Set 2 coming up in just a moment. It is 1-0 Cardinal Newman here on the Hugo Sports 360 Radio Network. And we're back. Set number 2 set to go. Cardinals took the first set 25-17. Coach Daryl Kappas was definitely happy, but he's just continuing to tell his Cardinals to slow things down and try and work in system. Cardinals were working in system for most of that. That combo of Kimmy Wilson and Sienna Alvarez has been electric for Newman. Petaluma working out of system a lot. They're going to start things off. It'll be a libero, Emma Schwapach. She sends it over to the back line. Donnelly set up by Wilson, and Summer Binder sends it home to start things off. Cardinals up 1-0. So Gianna Tamayo now will start with the serve. Tamayo sends this one short. Dug out by Dillis. And this one sent over on the slide by Walling. Set up by Grace Gutierrez. And now Colette Dole checks out. Tallulah Thatcher will check in, and it'll be Grace Gutierrez, the setter for Petaluma. Into serve. Gutierrez sends this one over. Dug out by Alvarez. Set up by Wilson. Donnelly hammers it home. Schwabach returns it, and it goes inbounds. Hits the line, and Petaluma has the point. 2-1 Trojans. What a play there by Emma Schwabach. Here we go. Gutierrez. Returned by Sienna Alvarez. Wilson sets up Binder. Rejected. Now Petaluma will set things up for themselves, and it goes out of bounds, cascading off of a Newman defender. Great work there by Misha Pendleton, the outside hitter, getting the kill. 3-1 Petaluma here in the second set. Here we go. 3-1. This one returned, but it goes off of the net, and the Cardinals get it back. Emma Donnelly with the kill. She'll check out. Addie Brockett checks back in. Brockett family very well enshrined here in Cardinal Newman athletics fame, definitely recently. 3-2, and this one sent home on a kill by Misha Pendleton. Gwen Brockett was one of the valedictorians at Duke now. And her brother Gavin is the starting linebacker for the Cardinal Newman Cardinals football team. Had a great game yesterday. This one dug out by Sabina Walsh and sent over by Sienna Alvarez after Kimmy Wilson set her up. And that one falls in. 4-3 now. Petaluma leads. It'll go back to the Cardinals. It'll be Sabina Walsh. Walsh serves it over. This one sent back off the back line. And there we go. Dillis tries, but Kimmy Wilson rejects her at the net. Cardinals even it up. Here we go. Walsh will serve. This one sent over to the back line. Petaluma working out a system. This one hammered over by Misha Pendleton. Set up by Wilson on the return. Schwabach digs out the kill from Alvarez. Once again, Pendleton. This time, Newman getting it set back up for Alvarez. Returned by the Trojans. Going for the kill is Dillis. Returned. Dug out. Cardinals long from Sienna Alvarez. Cardinals are trying to argue for Petaluma touching the net, but they don't get it. So it'll be 5-4 Trojans here in the second set. Please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first ever volleyball game I've ever broadcasted. Having a fun time, though. This one will go off of Adeline Brockett. Great serve by Lucy Walling. And she'll be given the serve yet again. 6-4. Newman trails. Walling sends it over. Dug out by Brockett. It goes into the net, but saved by Kimmy Wilson. Sent over by Eldada. And no return for the Trojans. Newman gets it back, 6-5. It'll go now with Sienna Alvarez. And they're going to do a sub. Donnelly will check in. Brockett checks out. Going back will be Kimmy Wilson to serve. And there's a bit of a pause in play. Cap is just trying to talk to his girls. He wants Brockett back in. Nope, he's going to put Brockett back out. And it will be Donnelly sliding to the back row. Sliding up to the front row will be Gianna Tamayo. Wilson will serve. This one sent to the back line. Cascading off of Pendleton's arms. And out of bounds. This set is tied 6-6 now. Set will go back to Wilson. And Newman, here we go. The Cal Lutheran commit serves. This one returned. Pendleton over to Gutierrez. Dillis hammers it home. Donnelly digs it out. Set up by Sabina Walsh. Hammered back by Alvarez. Schwabach set up for the 5 in Pendleton, and it goes long. Out of bounds. Great hammer by Pendleton, but can't get it to fall inbound. 7-6, Newman leads. Kimmy Wilson sends it short. Dug out by Schwabach. Set up by Gutierrez. Dillis hammers it. Dug out by Wilson. Set up now for Alvarez. Rejected, and it will go. It'll be a foul on Newman. So point will go to the Trojans, and it'll go all the way out. Now 7-7. Colette Dole now will serve for the Trojans. 7-7, her serve goes right into the net. 8-7. Cardinal Newman benches. Excited with this one. 8-7, it'll be Sienna Alvarez's serve. This one is set up now for Pendleton from the back row. Dug out by Alvarez. Set up by Wilson. Tamayo sends it back. Schwabach digs it out. Gutierrez over to Dills. Rejected at the line. And sent back over by the Trojans, but out of bounds. So 9-8. Newman leads. If they can get a lucky few serves, the Cardinals could be in control. Sienna Alvarez sends it on a line drive over. Schwabach digs it out. Dug out again by Dillis. This one sent back over by Pendleton. Set up now for Donnelly. And this one off of a Petaluma defender. They set it back up. Gutierrez puts it back over. Now here we go. Kimmy Wilson sets up Donnelly on the near side, and her kill just goes a bit far. 9-9 now. Here we go. Dillis sends it to the back row. Walsh digs it out. So does Wilson, but it'll go into the stands. It'll be 10-9 Petaluma. They need this set to stay in this match. Dillis sends it over to the back row off of Donnelly. Wilson sets up Alvarez. Alvarez sends it back. Schwabach over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sets up Pendleton, and it'll go off of the wall of Cardinals at the net and fall back to the Trojans. Inbounds. 10-10. Eldada checks out, and Elizabeth Danley comes in to serve. Danley gets set. She fires it over. This one to the back row. Saved by Dole. Sent over by Schwabach. Set up by Wilson, and Summer Binder just taps it over. And it falls. Petaluma struggling so far. 11-10. Cardinals lead it. This one sent over by Danley to the back row. Dillis gets it, but is called. And it'll be Newman's ball again. So talking it over. I think one of the Petaluma players might have touched the net or been in. No one really knows. Well, 12-10. Here we go. Danley sends it over. On the backside, Dole set up by Gutierrez. That one tapped over by Pendleton. Set up now by Wilson for the Cardinals, but it'll hit off the table, and it'll be 12-11. We'll go right back in the hands of the Trojans. Dada checks back in. Danley out. And there's going to be another sub, too. Sabina Walsh will come in for Dada now. So double substitution for the Cardinals to get the libero back in there. And it's Petaluma's own libero, Schwapak, who will serve. This one sent to the back row. Set up for Alvarez. Alvarez hammers it home, but dug out. Petaluma now. Pendleton on the far side. Now it's on the near side. It's Donnelly. And it goes out of bounds. So now all even, 12-12. Here we go. This one sent to the back row. Newman sends it back over. Donnelly sets it over. And this one, Petaluma goes over the net, and so that'll be a Newman point. 13-12 now your score. Donnelly, Binder, and Wilson in the front row. Back row is Sabina Walsh, Sienna Alvarez, and the server in Tamayo. Gutierrez sets it up. This one put over on a finger roll, just falling like rain onto the floor. Great job there by Misha Pendleton. Fakes out the Newman defense and gets it to fall. 13-13, it'll go back to Grace Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends this one over, and that one goes off of Tamayo and into the stands. Failed to get her hip set for that one. It's an easy fix. She's talented, knows what she's doing, so she's going to be right back there. And Gutierrez's serve goes just shallow of the net. So 14-14. Donnelly checks out. Back in is Addie Brockett. Newman leads it 1-0. In the second set, they have tied things up, 14-14. Brockett will serve. This one sent over to the back line. Dillis digs it out, set up for Gutierrez. Gutierrez sets it to Pendleton. This one set back over to the Cardinals, and Summer Binder just can't get it to get over the net. 15-14. So now it'll be Pendleton to serve, and her serve is just a bit too strong. Goes off the back line and it lands where you normally have one of your offensive players in basketball playing for the rebound on a free throw. So now it'll be Sabina Walsh. Walsh will serve things over. Now Petaluma will return it. Gutierrez sets it up for Dillis, and it is far again. Point goes to the Cardinals. Petaluma was trying to appeal for something there. Didn't get it. 16-15. This one sent to the back line. Petaluma set up by Gutierrez, and Sabina Walsh, by the skin of her teeth, saves the Cardinals. Set up again for Wally, and she is rejected at the line by the Cardinals yet again. Oh my! Sabina Walsh, with the dig of her life, just got a few fingertips under the ball and was able to send it back. 17-15, Walsh. That one goes short. Dug out by the libero for Petaluma. Set up for Dillis. Dillis sends it over to Mayo. Sends it back to Kimmy Wilson. She sends it back over. Dillis again. Dug out by Brockett. This one set up for Sienna Alvarez. And it goes out of bounds on the near side. Alvarez just couldn't find her spot there. It'll be 17-16 now. this second set, an absolute nail-biter. Both teams, pretty good depth. Cardinals more so. This one dug out by by Brockett. Set up for Alvarez and blocked at the line by Petaluma, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll be 18-16 Cardinals. Kimmy Wilson will now serve. Schwabach has not left the game, nor has Gutierrez for this Petaluma team. And Kimmy Wilson, line drive, goes off the palm of the number 8, Maddie Dillis. It'll be an ace for Wilson to start things off. 19-16. Here we go. She serves again, and that one just hits the back line. A beautiful serve. Timeout, Petaluma. Kimmy Wilson, back-to-back aces, and the Cardinals lead it 20-16. At the timeout, we'll step aside here. We'll be right back. Newman leads it 20-16 here in set number 2. And we're back. It'll be Kimmy Wilson's serve. Last time the Trojans called a timeout, it worked. It threw the Cardinals off their game. We'll see if it does again. Wilson serves it. It goes to the back line. It's dug out by Pendleton. Set up by Gutierrez for Dillis. Returned by Brockett. And Sienna Alvarez, first rejected by the wall, sends it back over, but it just goes out of bounds on the near side. And it'll be 20-17 now. So Colette Dole checks in. She will serve. Dole sends this one to the back line. Dug out by Walsh. Here we go. And blocked again by Petaluma. El Dada trying to spike it over the net and couldn't get it to go. 20-18. Dole. From the far side, she serves. Dug out again by the libero wall. Set up for Alvarez. Alvarez sends it over. Dillis, refs call a foul, and it goes against Petaluma. 21-18. So 21-18, Cardinals lead here in set number 2, trying to take a 2-0 lead and get a little bit of a break here. This one from Alvarez. Dug out by Dole. Sent back over by Gillis. And this one hammered home by Donnelly. Dug out by Pendleton. Now it's the set. It's the libero. And Gillis trying to set or get the ball over. And a lack of communication leads to the ball going off of both of them and out of bounds. 22-18. It'll be back to Sienna Alvarez. Cardinals 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this game. This one dug out by Dole. Set up for Dillis, and she can't get it over the net. Schwabach trying to guide her Trojans. The talented libero with over 1,000 digs in her career. 23-18 now. Sienna Alvarez sends it back over. Petaluma. Gutierrez tries to set it up, but it is not high enough for Baker. And now it'll be break point and set point for the Cardinals. Alvarez sends it over. Returned by Schwabach. Gutierrez sets it up. This one. But a point is called for the Cardinals. Violation on Petaluma. So Newman takes set 2, 25-18. And we are headed for a third set. Cardinals could be looking for the sweep here. 25-18, Newman is up 2-0. We'll be right back. And we're back here. It is set number 3. Cardinals take set 1, 25-17. Take set 2, 25-18. So now Newman looking to sweep the Trojans. Would be a huge win for confidence, especially as the Trojans took a set off of Windsor. And Trojans are roaring with confidence, though. Schwalbach getting everyone ready. Grace Gutierrez talking things over with the fellow number 7, Summer Binder. Apparently some smack talk before the game from Petaluma, and they've just been silenced by this Newman Cardinals team. 25-18, or 25-17, 25-18, now going for the kill shot. Here we go. It's John Tamayo to start things off for the Cardinals. That one dug out by Dole. Set up for Pendleton. She hits that one hard. Now it's going to be the Cardinals setting it back out of system. Gutierrez sends it over for the middle blocker, and Dillis hammers it home. So Petaluma wins the first point of set number 3. Be huge if the Cardinals are able to do this in straight sets, especially heading into league play very soon. Schwalbach sends it over. Tamayo over to Wilson, and then sent over by Binder, and the Cardinals win the point on a violation. Substitution, Donnelly subs out, and coming in will be Adeline Brockett. It'll be Brockett to serve. 1-1. Your score. And they just want to wipe down a spot on the floor. So we'll take a brief break here. So 1-1 the score now. Brockett sends it over. Schwalbach digs it out. Gutierrez back over. It's going to be Wilson over to Sabina Walsh. Sabina Walsh sets up Alvarez, and that one will go off of the antenna and falls in favor of the Cardinals. This ref on the near side has been calling a lot of violations against this Petaluma team for their actions around the net. So violation again makes it 2-1 Cardinals. Brockett sends it over. Dole over to Pendleton. Now it's Dills, and miscommunication leads to a Petaluma point. Substitution. Dole out, back on is Thatcher. And it'll be Grace Gutierrez now. Gutierrez to serve. Sends it over. Dug out by Alvarez. Set up to Alvarez by Kimmy Wilson. And it falls for the Cardinals. Another kill from the senior. That is going to be a dynamic duo that will be missed after this year for the Cardinals. Kimmy Wilson and Sienna Alvarez. Perfect set, perfect kill, and if things go well for Cal Lutheran in their recruitment, they might get the duo. They've already got one of them. This one sent over and rejected at the line. El Dada and Sienna Alvarez send the serve right back, or excuse me, send the return right back to the Trojans. Here we go, Petaluma. They're going to try and send it over, but again, working out of system. They have just been flabbergasted by how overpowering this Newman team has been. 5-2 now. Sabina Walsh gets it right back. Walsh serves. Goes to the back line. Gutierrez sets up and in. A beautiful, beautiful delivery there from Misha Pendleton. She gets the kill, sends it right off the back line. And we are looking at a 5-3 deficit for the Trojans. Pendleton, her serve falls on the line. Beautiful. Pendleton back to back. Spurs of clutch play, and now the Petaluma coach talking things over. Here we go. Brockett digs it out. Set up by Wilson. Alvarez sends it over. Set up now by Schwalbach. Sent back over. Out. Oh, what a save there. A dig from Sabina Walsh to keep things going. Walsh again. And Kimmy Wilson puts it over. Schwalbach saves it on her dig. Dillis sends it over, and Petaluma wins the points. Oh, my goodness. Petaluma sends it home. Just a wild back and forth there. This one sent over and saved by Dada. Over to Alvarez, back to Dada. Trojans keep it alive. This one sent over. Great hit there from Pendleton. Alvarez saves it. Cardinals send it back over. Petaluma again blocked by the Cardinals there. Thatcher tried to send it over. Now it's Dillis. Saved and dug out by Gianna Tamayo. Now over for Sienna Alvarez. And she can't get her hit just high enough. Petaluma now up 6-5. Set number 3. They need this. And now they're going to call a timeout just to wipe down the court. Sean running on to help them out. So Sean will wipe down the court. Super Sean Lunarin, he's awesome. I just butchered his last name. I'm sorry, Sean. But we love Sean. He's awesome for Cardinal Newman. Does a great job, assistant athletic director. He's at everything. And he's a great coach, great teacher, and just awesome person. Now here we go. Cardinals return it, but a great block from the Trojans. Now it's back to Newman, and Kimmy Wilson sets up Alvarez. But again, the Trojans are there to send it right back. 7-5 Trojans. Here we go. This one sent over. Sabina Walsh set up for Kimmy Wilson. Trojans weren't expecting Wilson to send it over. Dug out by Schwabach. Now out of system. Trojans send it right back. Sabina Walsh sets up Sienna Alvarez. Poked over the top. Grace Gutierrez saves it. Schwabach sets up Pendleton. In. Point goes to Newman. Point actually goes to Newman on that one. So the score is now 6-7, and it'll be 7-7 now after Kimmy Wilson gets an ace. That one, an attempted dig from Dillis, can't get it to go. Seven. Dug out by Schwabach, but the Trojans can't get anything to go yet again. Kimmy Wilson setting it perfectly. Eight-7. And it's dug out again by Petaluma. Grace Gutierrez tried to keep it alive with her foot, but couldn't do it. 9-7 now. Newman goes back to Kimmy Wilson. Wilson sends it over, and that one ricochets off of the arms of Lucy Walling. She couldn't even get herself set for that one with the amount of speed that came off of that serve. 10-7. Wilson plays her club at Absolute Volleyball. An absolutely insane player. She sends this one over. Yet another ace for Kimmy Wilson. Oh my. Timeout Petaluma. The Cardinals are up 11-7. Kimmy Wilson, 5 consecutive aces. We'll be right back. And we're back. Kimmy Wilson coming out of the timeout, 11-7. Wilson sends it over. Schwabach digs it out, and it's set up for Walling. Cardinals get it back. Kimmy Wilson sets it up for Alvarez, and this time the Trojans can't block it. Alvarez gets it to fall. 12-7 now, the score. Schwabach talking to her players. 12-7. This one sent long and in. 13-7. Another ace for Kimmy Wilson. It finds the back line. I mean, she's looking like Yannick Sinner out there, the way that she's serving the ball. It's just been sensational to watch. Wilson, Cardinals have the 13-7 advantage in set number 3. Schwabach digs it out, set up by Gutierrez. Dillis tries to lay the hammer. A block rejected at the line. Aldana. Newman on a roll. 9 consecutive points for the Cardinals. They've got the coffin closed. They've just got to put the nail on it, and that is unfortunately not going to help them. Wilson's serve goes a bit long. off the back line and about 2 feet past it. So it'll be 14-8. Now it's going to be a serve for Walling. That one finds its way over the net. And it'll fall in for an ace for Walling. 14-9 here. Lucy Walling. Sabina Walsh digs it out. Set up by Wilson for guess who? Sienna Alvarez. Now it's Petaluma. Grace Gutierrez sets it up for Baker. Now set up by Wilson for Gianna Tamayo. And the Cardinals win the points. Another net violation from Petaluma. And now Adeline Brockett checks out. Checking back in is Emma Donnelly. And now Sienna Alvarez will go back to serve. 15-9. Alvarez, that one dug out by Dillis. Set up by Gutierrez for Baker. Alvarez sends it back. Set up for Emma Donnelly. Rejected, but the Trojans still have it in their possession. This one sent back, goes off the roof, and pushed over by Kimmy Wilson. Now Baker sends it back over. Returned by Wilson. Set up for Eldada again. The senior. Have yourself a game, Eldada. 16-9. And now it will be Jordan Espinoza coming in for Sienna Alvarez. Alvarez finally gets some rest. Exiting the game for the first time. 16-9. Espinoza serves it. Dug out by Pendleton. Here we go. Another dig by Espinoza on the return from Petaluma. Set up by Gutierrez. And hammering it home is Maddie Dillis. 16-10. (16-10) now, and it'll be Colette Dole to serve for Petaluma. That one dug out by Espinoza. Set up by Wilson. Hammering it is Emma Donnelly. And the Cardinals are 8 points away from declining the Trojans in straight sets. (17-10). Elizabeth Danley checks back in. And Dada and Walsh will both take a break. 17-10. Donnelly sends it back. Schwabach digs it out. This one set up by Gutierrez for Dillis, and Dillis finishes it off. 17-11. Dillis has been exceptional today from the back line. Here we go, 17-11. This one sent to the back line, cleared out by Sabina Walsh. Donnelly gets the set from Wilson, sends it over. Schwabach digs it out. Now tipped over there by Pendleton. Trojans get another chance, and it is going to be Gutierrez sending it back over. Cardinals get it back. Trying for the kill is Baker. It's blocked back by the Cardinals. Now Donnelly blocked again by the Trojans, and point goes to the Trojans. Violation on the Cardinals, 17-12. Newman just 8 points away. (17-12). This one sent to the back line. Donnelly sets it to Wilson, who sets it back to Donnelly. Schwabach struggles to get it back out. Dillis able to send it back over. Binder. Oh, the little tap, and it finishes things off for the kill. Summer Binder showing off her talent. 18-12. Morgan Cameron now will check in for Gianna Tamayo. Tamayo getting her first rest of the ball game. And it'll be Cameron now to serve. 18-12. Morgan Cameron waiting. Timeout on the court to wipe off a wet spot. Credit where credit's due. Grace Gutierrez, Dillis, Pendleton, and Schwabach have all played this entire game. Now Cameron sent it off the back line. Schwabach clears it out. Sent over by the Trojans. They're slowing things down. Wilson over to Binder, and Binder again. The teardrop. 6 points away. Here we go. So Binder will check out, and Estelle Stevens will check in. Fun fact, I've known Estelle for pretty much most of my life. Went to St. John's with her and I believe preschool. So I've known her for, 16 years now? This one sent over, and Stevens tries to block, but it's not in time. Great job there by Misha Pendleton. Stevens, St. John the Baptist Catholic School in Healdsburg. Graduated there, now went to Newman, and Sabina Walsh on the return. Petaluma was waiting for that dig to be set up for a kill, but no, the dig just goes over the line and in. And so now 2 subs come in. Jazara Villanueva will check in, and so will Adeline Brockett, Emma Donnelly, and Jordan Espinoza check out. Excuse me, that's not Jazara, that is actually Sophia Martinez, the freshman. This one sent over the line and dug out by Walsh, but not in time. 20-14 now, Petaluma. Gutierrez will get her first break. It's going to be Zoe Berry coming in. She will serve. Excuse me, that's Alyssa Smith who will serve. Time called. They're trying to figure out what happened. Substitution coming in, and it is going to be Dole checking out and Thatcher checking back in. Cardinals still have Kimmy Wilson out there, the setter. She has not gotten any rest today. 20-14. Cardinals get it. It's going to be Kimmy Wilson trying to send it over the net, but it is just a bit short, 20-15. So now 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. Once again, Alyssa Smith will serve for the Trojans. This one sent into the net. Cardinals are 4 points away from winning this in straight sets and potentially entering their name into competition in the NCS Open brackets come November. 21-15. Walsh sends it over. This one long. Return. Smith sets it up. Pendleton hammers it home. Dug out by Cameron. And over from Aldana. Petaluma trying to get it to work. Wilson sends it back over. Schwabach with a great dig. This one from the back line for Gillis, and she can't find it. 3 points away for the Cardinals. So now it'll be Summer Binder coming in and coming right back out. So Jazara Villanueva will come in for Sabina Walsh, and Villanueva will serve. 22-15. Villanueva. If Cardinal Newman is lucky, she can win things here for them. Adeline Brockett sends it to the freshman Martinez, and that one is off the net. So it'll be 22-16, and now it'll be time for Misha Pendleton. Pendleton serves. This one. Sophia Martinez sets it to Wilson, who sets it back to Martinez. Smith over to Gillis, and Gillis out on the near side. 2 points away for the Cardinals. Morgan Cameron coming out. Timeout. Timeout is going to be taken So Cameron will check out, and coming in will be Tamayo when we come back from the timeout. 2 points away the Cardinals are from winning this ball game, 23-16, and they have a 2-0 lead. So we'll be right back here on the Hugo Sports 360 Radio Network. So here we go. It'll be Morgan Cameron coming off for Ava Dada. So Ava and Elle, the sisters, Ava a sophomore, Elle a senior, will get to play together here to finish things off. Kimmy Wilson will serve. And if it's like the last time she did come to serve here, this game could be over. 23-16, Cardinals lead it. That one dug out on the serve. They're going to set it up for Gillis. Rejected by the Dada sisters, and the point goes to the Cardinals. 24-16. Kimmy Wilson now serving for the game. The Dada sisters in Villanueva, along with Sofia Martinez and Addie Brockett back there with Kimmy Wilson. Petaluma sends it back. Set up by Brockett for the freshman. Set back up after the rejection for Ava Dada. Trying to keep it going. From the back line goes Pendleton. Saved here by the Cardinals. Ava Dada for the win. Ava Dada! That's the ball game! The Cardinals win it. 25-17, 25-18, 25-16. Newman takes down the Trojans in straight sets. They'll move to 4-7 on the year and undoubtedly will climb up these NCS rankings. Petaluma falls to 8-4. They will play Napa on the road on Tuesday. The Cardinals, they now will go face Tamalpais on Tuesday down in Mill Valley. What should be a really good game. Tam currently ranked number 1 in NCS. Newman, though, they've got that strength of schedule, and they proved it here. 25-16. The Dada sisters, Kimmy Wilson, Sienna Alvarez. This team is complete, and they're completely dominating the competition. Newman wins in straight sets. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday matinee game. Once again, Newman wins it 3-0. I've been Hugo Traverso. Stop by in just a few weeks. We've got some more action coming your way.